So we are just revising this chapter today. We are revising this chapter today, Computer and Overview, which was explained by Richa ma'am earlier. Okay, so as you know that in today's scenario, we are totally dependent upon computer. We are taking the online classes using the computer. Teachers are giving the classes using the computer. We are doing online fee payment using the computer. Everything is digitalized nowadays. We are doing shopping. We are doing any type of purchasing for the household work, for the kitchen, for everything. We are totally dependent upon computer, the digital world we have. So we all are doing our activities with the help of computer only these days. So what is computer? Computer is a programmable electronic machine. Programmable means we can instruct computer in whatever the way we want. That is known as programmable. Like if I teach computer to solve a particular question in this way, it will solve it in that way only, because it's a computer don't have its own brain. It works according to whatever the instructions you give to the computer. So computer is a programmable electronic machine designed to perform all arithmetical and logical operator. Arithmetical means all plus, minus, multiply, divide. Logical means all type of comparison, greater than, less than, equals to, not equals to. These types of comparisons are known as logical operations. So it follow your instructions, do the task given by you in a particular sequence, and give you the desired output. Now, what is the flow of information inside the computer? First, we have to put the information inside the computer. That is known as input. We have to, if I want that computer should do a calculation for me, then I have to put the input first. Then computer will decide whether it has to be stored in the memory directly or it has to be processed first. So because I have to do the multiplication, suppose I have given two numbers to the computer. Now it will decide, first it will store it into the memory first and then process that information, means multiply those two numbers, and after multiplying those two numbers it will give me the output. And last is it will get displayed on my screen, on, or it will, the output will be given to me in the form of either printout, or it will be directly displayed on my screen in whatever the way I wanted to see. So this is how computer works. First we have to put the input, then it will store the data. Suppose I'm just playing a songs and I don't want to do any processing in that song. I'm not converting that song, I'm not merging it with some other song. I just wanted to store that song in my system. So what I'll do, I'll input means I'll insert that song into the computer. It will get stored into the memory of computer, and then next time when I'll play that song, it will be the output will come out from the speakers. So this is how the information is going. First part is input, then data storage, means it will get stored into the computer memory, then processing is not compulsory every time. It depends whether I want to do some calculations, whether I want to perform any task on the input which I have given or not. If there is any processing, it will process it, it will convert it into the output, and then output will be displayed either from this on the screen or in the printout form, or if it is a music file, then it will get played and the output will come from the speakers. And workflow control means it will direct all the operations, like first input aayega, then data storage aayega, then processing hoegi, then what will happen next. So it will check what has to be done. Okay, so these are the ENIAC is the ENIAC electronic numerical integrator and computer was the first electronic computer. This was the first electronic computer which was almost around as large as the room. इतना बड़ा था वो कि रूम के अंदर आ जाता था. And the first mechanical computer, that is known as difference engine, was invented by a mathematical professor in Cambridge, England, where it is invented in England. And who was the father of this computer, the first mechanical computer, Charles Babbage was the father of this mechanical computer. And first numerical integrator and computer was ENIAC. The name of this computer was ENIAC. Okay. Next is computer architecture. Computer architecture means the parts which is composed into the CPU according to which computer works. What are the all parts of the computer? So we have these different parts of computer. One is hardware and one is software. Hardware means all the parts of the computer which you can touch physically, like mouse, keyboard, screen, everything which you can touch with your hands, that is known as hardware parts. And the parts which you cannot see, which you can see but you cannot touch, for example, the Word file, the Excel file which you create, the paint which you do in the computer, these files you cannot touch. These are the files but you cannot touch them. You can open a paint file. If you have created a cartoon in a paint file, you can open it but you cannot touch it. It means these are the softwares. So all those parts of computer which you cannot touch physically, you can use them, you can edit them, you can view them, but you cannot touch them. So all those parts are software parts. Now this is very important diagram. Here it is explained what are the different parts. Like first we have to do the input and it will goes to CPU. CPU is central processing unit, the main, you can say, the brain of the computer. CPU is composed of 4 different parts: arithmetical and logical unit, it means it will perform calculations here. Control unit, control unit means it will control everything. The data which we will put inside the computer, it will control that whether the data will get stored into the memory or whether it has to be processed और या फिर उसको कहाँ जाना है. So this is decided by, or it has to be directly go to the output. So where it has to go, it is directly controlled by control unit, that is CU. Next is memory unit, which will store the data. If you are putting something inside the computer, it will store that data. Now there are two different memories of computer. One is internal memory and one is external memory, or you can call it primary memory. Internal memory is also called as primary memory and external memory is also called as secondary memory. Now abhi whatever the devices which you insert, like pen drive, hard disk, CD, which you can, or memory cards which you can insert from outside, they are known as secondary memory. Now all the data which you save, either I'll save a video or I'll save a song or whatever I'll save into the computer, it will go to secondary memory of the computer. Then what will reside inside the primary memory? Primary memory is basically used for that instructions which will always remain there in the computer, which will tell computer how to on it, how to off it, what screen will appear when somebody will on the computer, and what will happen if I'll do right click on this page, which menu will appear. So all these instructions are given only in the primary memory, that is inside the CPU. You cannot change this memory. I cannot edit this memory. So CPU is composed of 3 parts: arithmetical logical unit जो calculations perform करती है, control unit जो सब कुछ control करती है, data को कहाँ जाना है, कहाँ नहीं जाना है, data को कहाँ पे store करवाना है, output पे display करवाना है, या क्या करना है. This is controlled by control unit only. And internal memory will store all the instructions which is required by the computer. It means कंप्यूटर कैसे चलेगा, कंप्यूटर कैसे ऑन होगा, कंप्यूटर कैसे ऑफ होगा, कंप्यूटर के स्क्रीन पे अगर हम राइट क्लिक करेंगे देन व्हाट विल हैपन, व्हाट मेन्यू विल अपीयर, ये सारी इंस्ट्रक्शंस जो होती हैं वो प्राइमरी मेमोरी में स्टोर होती हैं. और सेकेंडरी मेमोरी में इफ आई एम सेविंग माय फाइल ऑफ पेंट, वर्ड, एक्सेल, पावरपॉइंट, anything which I am saving, I am putting a video, I am putting a music file, whatever I am saving into the computer memory, that will get saved into the secondary memory, not in the primary memory. Okay, next is now what is firmware and skinware. The combination of hardware and software is called firmware. So computer is made up of hardware and software parts, so all this combinedly known as firmware. So CD is the example of firmware. We can touch the CD and it can store the data also. Data means which cannot be touched. And what is skinware? The outer part of the outer surface of the computer is known as skinware. You can also call it as a hardware. For example, I can touch the mouse, I can touch the CPU, I can touch the monitor. So this is skinware. What are input devices? Input devices are all those devices using which you can put anything inside the computer, like keyboard. By pressing keys of the keyboard, we can save our data into the computer. Using mouse, we can do clicks and we can put the data inside the computer. Using scanner, we can scan the pages and we can put the data inside the computer. Barcode reader, which your library teacher uses to scan your iCards and put the information into the computer. And cameras, which will click the photographs and videos and put it inside the computer.